What's up, gamers? How the heck are you? Welcome to another grounded video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to handle the final boss with ease. Trust me, and I mean with ease. Even if it takes you a couple tries, when you finally get the rhythm down, it's pretty simple. It took me about 3 minutes-ish to beat him, and that's including dialogue. So let that sink in. If you're having trouble with him, let that sink in. So I'm going to show you guys how I did it. And if you guys end up liking this video, please hit that like button below. If you end up liking me, hey, consider subscribing to the channel. I love Grounded. I'm going to be covering a ton of Grounded content over however long I can get it to go, and then other games as well. So hope you guys hang out with me. Anyway, let's get to the video. I'm going to be honest with you guys, this fight wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be, and maybe my over-preparedness for it is what made it a little easier. I mean, I'll still say that the Black Widow straight-up fight, no cheesing, is way harder than most bosses in this game, and the Mantis fight was harder than this one for sure. He fights a lot like the assistant manager. I mean, the whole fight is a lot like the assistant manager fight, with the exception of phase. They say there are 5 phases. I'm not gonna lie to you, I only would count maybe 2-3 phases because the other ones just kind of seem the same. So once you get him to about quarter health, half health, he's going to unleash his spiders, his orchid spiders, and that's the real trouble here. Not him, and not even the blue orbs that much. The real trouble is the spiders, because they have poison damage. So even if you have your mutations on, you're still only negating 75% of it if you have it fully leveled up. They are the real problem. So you need to try. I tried to ignore them. It only works maybe towards the end of the fight to ignore them, but you gotta take them out as soon as they come in. He will do this charge up where he'll smack the ground, and that's how you know he's summoning them in again. So every time he hits that, regardless if you've killed the ones prior, he will summon more. So you need to take them down. Now when he hits what he calls his final phase, he's going to shoot a bunch of green lasers across the room. They do a ton of damage. So if you hit through them, they're going to hurt you. But as long as you have your heals procced, you're going to keep getting healed pretty regularly. So I tried to avoid them, but sometimes I just ran through them. If you stay in this kind of side of the room, the lasers don't come all the way over there, so you can avoid them slightly. So I kind of kept him over there, but that does still leave you open to spiders if they're still in the room, and the blue orbs if they're bouncing around. So my goal was to burst him down so fast that it just negated a lot of that. He didn't have time to summon a bunch more spiders. He didn't have time to do apparently his final green laser attack, because I just got him down so fast, and that is the key to this, in my opinion. Just if you take him out faster than he can deploy his stuff, what's the point, right? Now I'm going to go over all of the gear that I brought just so you know exactly how I was equipped for this fight, because you guys saw it right now. It took me about 3 minutes to do this, and you basically just beat him senseless and take care of the spiders when they pop up. So let's get to the gear, and we'll talk about that. Alright guys, let's go over the equipment that I was using for the fight. So, I brought other weapons, but I didn't use them. I did have the Thor's pendant, which is a pendant that boosts your stats across the board. I don't know how much this affected it. I've heard this pendant's pretty good. If you guys would like the location of this pendant, it's actually on top of the hollowed out tree stump that's laying over. If you go up on the top of it, it's on the top of that. It's not a stump, it's like a log, like the outer husk of a log. But other than that, I was using Ladybug level 8 sleek Ladybug armor because it offers healing received. That was the main reason. Every time you heal, you got double the healing. So no matter what I used, it was quick. That was my main reason for using this. So I knew that poison was going to take down a ton of my health, and I was concerned about it. So my only solution was to basically negate that by just out healing the poison. That was the only way I could think to do it. Other than that, I had a Sour Club of the Mother Demon. The Sour Club of the Mother Demon, basically I made it sour because sour affects all the robotics and arc, or the tasties and stuff like that. They affect all of those guys. So I was hoping that it affected Schmector too. I learned that it did. So sour and bursting is actually something that affects him pretty well. But he's resistant to everything else for the most part. So I focused on the sour part. I didn't know bursting at the time, but I focused on sour part. I think this is the better choice. I've seen videos of people using bursting, and it just kind of takes, or using like a hammer, it just kind of takes forever to do that. And you end up allowing him to hit a lot of his stages in the fight, and I don't want that. I've fought it different ways. I've let the stages go out. It was too difficult to handle, or what? I mean, not too difficult, but it was just way more difficult to handle. And I just said no. I was like, I'm gonna try to burst him down. I did it once by accident. I just started beating him. Sounds so bad. I just started beating him until eventually it just like I started like noticing that he was missing like call outs or like phases. In a sense, like the phases, he was kind of missing those. And sometimes he wouldn't even summon some, I stopped him one time. I couldn't replicate it. And I hate that I didn't get on video. I stopped him one time from summoning spiders. I basically stunned him right before he called them in. And he just didn't call them in for the most of the next fight until I got to the final phase where he called in like 4. And then I messed up and died. But I hate that I didn't get that video on that, but I know that's a thing you can do. So since I knew that, I was like, bursting is going to be the best choice in my opinion for this. So or like not bursting, but like just hitting him like with the most amount of damage I possibly could. So I went with the Club of the Mother Demon because it's one of my hardest hitting weapons. Fully leveled out, sour. I just took it all the way just to do it. And look, it worked. It worked. It's easy. It made it easier for me anyway. That's just I'm one of those people that just go in and start hitting. All right, I blocked when I could block, but if I couldn't block, I just kept hitting. Now, as for my mutations, I went with crit because anytime I can crit, that's awesome. I went with meat shield just for the extra health. I went with barbarian on this because I wasn't concerned about blocking. I wasn't focused on blocking, and barbarian stops you from like being able to hit perfect blocks. So I wasn't concerned about blocking, getting perfect blocks because I wasn't doing that. I was just concerned about the extra damage that comes when you're in your rage state. You gotta have this on because otherwise the poison is just gonna be too much. I didn't even have it fully phased up. I don't know why. I've killed way more than 10 wolf spiders. I don't know if it's bugged or whatever, but I killed way more than 10 wolf spiders, so I don't know why that's not fully leveled up, but it's not. And then I also had trap just for the extra crit damage. I might have, if in retrospect, I might switch this one out for, I don't know, maybe like buff lungs or something to give you that little bit extra stamina, because you do get super winded running around the whole time and swinging a very heavy weapon while wearing heavy armor. It's a bad combination of breathing, but you know, so I'd probably get something a little bit better for that aspect. But other than that, all right, guys, that's the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you can use these techniques. I hope it all works out for you. I really do. This game is super fun. It has been an absolute amazing journey, and I hope I can continue doing it. If you guys end up liking this, or if you end up liking me, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button below. Leave a comment. Let me know some of your favorite fights in this game, or some of the videos that you may want to see, or another game you may want me to try. Maybe you think I'd like it. So I love suggestions. One of my favorite games that I've played recently was Hollow Knight, that somebody suggested in a comment for me, and I was like, all right, I'm checking the game out, and I love it. I can't wait for Silk Song. Just throwing that out there. Anyway, you guys take care. Have a wonderful evening, or morning, day, night, whenever you're watching this. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.